Hi Earthlings! Today, we're diving headfirst into the fascinating world of perception and reality. Ever wondered if what you see is what you actually get? Well, let's unpack this mind-bending concept. Imagine this. Our brains are like the ultimate magicians, constantly conjuring up our perception of reality. It's not just about seeing or sensing the world. It's about how our brain interprets these signals. Think about that juicy red apple you see. It's not just red on its own. It's your brain painting that color based on wavelengths of light. Crazy, right? So here's the kicker. Your reality might not match mine because our brains play by different rules. What if what I see is red, you see is blue? It's like we're all living in our customized versions of reality. Now, hold on to your hats, because this brainy journey doesn't stop there. Our brains are these incredible fortune tellers, predicting the future before it even happens. Ever moved your hand towards an object and your brain preps you for the touch even before it happens? That's the brain's crystal ball right there, folks. It's all about survival, our brain's way of helping us navigate the world like pros. But wait, there's more. Our brains are like Play-Doh. They can change and adapt. This cool feature, called neuroplasticity, means our experiences literally reshape our brains. Lose one sense? Your other senses might amp up their game to compensate. It's like our brains are constantly upgrading to the latest version, adapting to whatever life throws our way. Now, let's slide into the juicy bits, social reality. Ever noticed how our collective beliefs breathe life into things? Take language, for example. Words aren't just sounds. They're these powerful tools shaping our understanding of the world. They're the VIP pass to discussing deep thoughts and spiritual stuff. It's like language opens a whole new dimension to explore our inner worlds. And here's where it gets spicy. What if our perception isn't the be-all and end-all of reality? What if it's just a concoction of our brains, a mix of external stimuli and internal wizardry? Brace yourself for this debate. Some say there's an objective reality out there, while others argue it's all a subjective ride in our brains. Who's right? Are any of us seeing the full picture? So let's stir the pot a bit more. The brain isn't just a passive observer. It's a Picasso creating our reality canvas. It fills in blanks, creates depth from flat images, and gets fooled by optical illusions. Mind-blowing, isn't it? This imaginative powerhouse isn't just about dreaming. It's the brain's way of innovating and problem-solving, expanding our horizons beyond what we see and feel. But here's the kicker. Too much daydreaming might drag us away from the present. When we're lost in thought, are we missing out on the here and now? Finding the balance between reality and imagination, that's the sweet spot. All right, let's talk viewpoints. Ever heard of constructivism versus realism? Hold on to your hats because we're diving right in. Constructivists say our brains are the ultimate storytellers, weaving our perception from past experiences and cultural contexts. It's like we're all painting our own reality portraits with the brushes of our minds. But then there's Team Realism, waving the flag for an objective reality. They believe our senses, flawed as they may be, give us a pretty accurate picture of the world out there. So, who's got it right? Are we living in our personalized matrix, or is there an absolute truth waiting to be discovered? Enter the brain, stage center. This powerhouse isn't just a receiver, it's the ultimate interpreter. Research shows our brain isn't just taking in sensory info, it's predicting and interpreting based on what it expects. Ever been tricked by an optical illusion? Blame it on your brain. It's filling in the gaps and making assumptions faster than you can say reality check. Now, let's chat about attention and perception. Our brains? They're the masters of imagination, turning the mundane into mind-blowing scenarios. But here's the twist. While we're busy living in our heads, are we missing out on the present? When we're lost in daydreams or drowning in thoughts of the past or future, are we fully engaging with reality? It's like balancing on a tightrope between the here and now and the endless possibilities of our minds. This brings us to the juicy part, human consciousness. Our ability to live in the moment while exploring the boundless realms of imagination shapes how we perceive the world. It's like we're riding this roller coaster between grounded reality and soaring imagination, and finding that sweet spot is the key to understanding our consciousness. So, here's the million-dollar question. How do we strike that balance? How do we embrace the present without sacrificing our imaginative superpowers? It's about acknowledging the magic of now while still exploring the wonders of what could be. But wait, there's more to this brain buffet. Let's talk belief systems. These aren't just passive spectators, they're the directors of our personal universes. They filter and interpret our reality, shaping how we experience the world. Ever heard of the placebo effect? Belief has the power to influence our bodies. It's like a Jedi mind trick, but real. Our beliefs aren't just shaping our reality, they're scripting our life stories, turning the ordinary into something extraordinary. Now, hold on to your hats, because here's the kicker. Our beliefs aren't set in stone. They're flexible, evolving with new experiences and insights. This constant evolution means we're not stuck in one perception of reality. We've got a ticket to ride the ever-changing roller coaster of beliefs. So, here's a mind bender. How much of your reality is sculpted by your beliefs? Are you open to rewiring your brain to see the world in a new light? It's like being the author of your own story, with the power to rewrite the plot anytime. Alright, we've dived deep into the brain's fascinating dance with our perception, but there's still more to uncover. Picture this. Our brains are these incredible artists painting our individual realities. They take bits of sensory information, splash it with our experiences, beliefs, and cultural influences, and voila. We each have our own masterpiece of reality hanging in the gallery of our minds. But here's the twist. This reality painting isn't static. No, it's a living, breathing creation that evolves as we journey through life. Every new experience, every interaction, adds a stroke to the canvas, shifting and shaping our perception. It's like our reality is this ongoing work in progress, never quite finished. Now, let's tackle the big question that's been looming over our heads. Is our reality the ultimate truth, or is it just a story our brains tell us? Some argue for an objective reality, a fixed truth waiting to be unveiled. Others say our reality is a concoction of our brains, a subjective experience unique to each of us. So, who's got it right? Are we glimpsing the whole picture, or just tiny fragments? Cue the brain's encore performance. Remember neuroplasticity? It's the brain's magical ability to shapeshift, adapting to new experiences like a chameleon changing colors. This means our perception isn't etched in stone. It's malleable, open to new interpretations and understandings. So, if our brains can change, does that mean our realities can too? Let's swing back to belief systems. These aren't just background music. They're the conductors orchestrating our symphony of reality. They shape how we see the world, how we interpret events, and even how we feel. Ever noticed how two people experiencing the same thing might perceive it completely differently? That's the belief system choir singing its very tunes. But hold on to your hats, because here comes the revelation. These belief systems aren't all-encompassing truths. No, they're more like stories we tell ourselves, narratives that guide our perceptions. And guess what? We're the authors. We have the power to edit, revise, and create new chapters in our reality tales. So, here's a mind-bending thought. What if we could rewrite our reality stories? What if we could embrace new perspectives, challenge our beliefs, and open ourselves up to different versions of reality? It's like stepping into an alternate dimension where the possibilities are endless. In the end, our perception of reality isn't just about what's out there. It's a dance between what's external and the internal workings of our minds. It's the fusion of sensory input, brain wizardry, experiences, and beliefs, all blended together to create the unique tapestry of our reality. And here's the takeaway. Folks, embrace the complexity. Reality isn't a one-size-fits-all. It's a multi-dimensional kaleidoscope of perceptions. Stay curious, question your beliefs, and be open to new perspectives. Maybe, just maybe, the key to expanding our reality lies in our willingness to explore the uncharted territories of our minds. So let's wrap this journey up. But remember, this isn't the end. It's just a pause in our exploration. Keep seeking, keep pondering, and keep crafting your own unique reality. Until next time, fellow reality navigators, keep those minds open and those perceptions curious. Cheers to the ever-evolving adventure of perception and reality.